Hi, this is Orlofsky with that question and answer series where in a few minutes we try to answer reader questions. What does Rabbi Orlofsky think of the song I Want to Be Like Zusha? Shouldn't we want to be like Moshe Rabbeinu or Aaron Kohen? There was in the 1960s a TV show called The Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour. The Smothers Brothers, Tommy and Dickie Smothers, that was their actual name, were hysterically funny. And they had a show, and the show was, a little controversial to the point that CBS canceled it because they did all kinds of controversial things. But they introduced a lot of different people. And one of them was this comedian called Pat Paulson, who was he had a sad sack face. Anyway, he ran for president in 1968. He was using the show as his forum to be able to run. And I remember he would have this line that he would use in different kind of context. People say I have no experience. People say I've never held public office. People say I have no qualifications. Picky, picky, picky. And that became a catchphrase at one point in the 60s. Picky, picky, picky. Yeah? Yeah, of course, everybody should want to be like Aaron and be like Moshe. But do you have a problem if a person says, I want to be like Rashi? Do you have a problem if someone says, I want to be like Rabbi Akiva or the Rambam? Do you have a problem if a person says, I want to be like the Chavetz Chaim? Or Rabbi Akiva Eger? Do you have a problem if somebody says, I want to be like Rabbi Moshe Feinstein? Or Rabbi Yaakov Kamenetsky? No. So we don't have to go back to biblical characters. So what are people trying to say in this? What they're trying to say with a song like this is that we live in an era where we have celebrities. Do I think that's a good thing? No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't want to mention their names, even though it's in the public. Now I'll mention their names because it's in the public. I just realized I could say it. Yeah, there was evidently a podcast where Mordechai Shapiro and Benny Friedman were having a conversation, and Benny Friedman maintained that we have an audience because we are celebrities, and we should use that to push a Torah agenda. I didn't hear this, by the way. I'm just repeating what someone said to me. Yeah. And Mordechai Shapiro said, we're just singers. As somebody once said about Bruce Springsteen when he was pontificating on some political issue, they said, just shut up and sing. Yeah, you're just a singer. That does not give you any moral authority. The fact that a person is an actor does not mean that he knows anything about politics or has anything to say on the subject. And there was a cover story in the Mishpacha where they had Mordechai ben David and Avram Fried. And the two of them were giving their opinions on Klal Yisrael and this and the next thing. And I remember looking at that thinking, why? You're just singers. Just sing. Why does that give you any moral ability above or beyond? Okay, so Shlomo Carlebach was out doing Kiruv, and he had learned by Rav Aaron, and so he wasn't just a singer, he was a Torah personality. I'm not getting into all of the problems of him. I'm just saying, at least if he wants to pontificate, it's coming from someplace. But if I'm a singer, does that suddenly give me a status in the world? No. But you're foolish if you don't recognize that there are celebrities in Klal Yisrael. So all that song is talking about is not that I want to be like Zusha to be able to capture a Torah lifestyle. He says, I want to sing like Zusha. I want to sing like Morty. That's the whole song is about singing. So what are you going to say? I want to sing like Moshe Rabbeinu? I want to sing like Rabbi Yaakov Kamenetsky? No. You want to sing like the singers. That's what the song is saying about it. It goes, I want to express my love for Kadosh Baruch Hu like the singers. So, picky, picky, picky. Yeah, there's enough things to criticize in our world. And me, I am for sure a critic. But on this one, I'm going to give them a pass. This is David Orlofsky with our question and answer.